What's going on, guys? I'm Brutally Ravage, and long time no talk. We haven't really had a discussion on this channel for a very long time, so I feel like that's something I should do. Alright, so, recently, with World of Warcraft, everyone seems to be quitting. Has anyone else noticed that? There was the same effect when there was a dry period. Basically, with Siege of Orgrimmar, this is obviously the last raid of the patch. Some people would argue otherwise, but I really don't think there's going to be another raid. And the problem here is there's really nothing to hold people over till Warlords of Draenor comes out. Everyone's super excited, but they can't really even play this game right now. Hell, I was in a raiding guild about 2-ish months ago. Everyone since then has pretty much quit. I think there's 2 people left out of around the 15 members we had, and everyone just seems to be done. It's really unfortunate, and quite honestly, I don't see this game doing very well within the next 5 months. And I mean, everyone's heard the rumors that Warlords of Draenor is going to be coming out late in the summer months, but I'm uncertain of that. Hopefully this does not last over till November, because we've been in Siege of Orgrimmar for a very, very long time, and hell, if anyone has to wait, god, what, 10 months now? I feel like there's going to be an even deeper drop. How are you guys doing? How is your guild? How are your friends? How many friends do you have left is a better question. But, with that being said, there is a lot to look forward to. Warlords of Draenor looks like a very, very good expansion. The problem is holding off until then. So, what are you guys going to do? What I've always done when World of Warcraft has gotten to a point where, you know, I'm geared, I'm happy with what I have, and people can argue, oh, you could go do Heroic Garrosh. Not really interested in that. I have almost full normal gear on my Death Knight. My Shaman has full flex gear and some normal gear. And I just really can't see myself going back into Siege. It seems really boring. And a lot of that contributes to the fact that I've been doing LFR a lot. I think everyone did LFR a lot when Siege of Orgrimmar came out. So the problem is, when you're doing LFR, Flex, and Normal, it kind of, I guess, gets rid of the joy of the game. Back in BC, when I used to raid fairly frequently, the thing about that was, there was only one version of Sunwell. You went in 2 times a week, there were no obligations to do LFR at the very beginning of a patch, and at the very beginning of the patch, it's not really a big deal. Everyone's really excited to get in there, but honestly, I think that kind of adds to the effect of me getting bored. I've done the play so many times that I just kind of want to shoot myself. And I think a lot of people are thinking the same way. Most of the time, when I see friends playing World of Warcraft, of course I have my real ID, and when I am in game and I look where they're at, they're generally leveling characters, and this confuses the hell out of me. I've never really been a leveler myself, but it's kind of obvious that people aren't really focusing on, I guess, the main aspect of the game, which would be raiding at max level. But more power to them. I could never really level myself. But it honestly makes me wonder what most people are doing. I mean, I go around and I fly just like I always do. I don't gank low levels. Don't put that shit on me, because I know you're gonna want to. With that being said, I see a lot of low levels just running around in these zones more than I usually do. It's like 2 times maybe. This might be an inaccurate number, but I see it quite a lot. And to be fair, most of the time when I'm bored of the game, I just go solo stuff. As you guys know, the transmog videos and the enhanced solos and any of the Death Knight soloing videos have something to do with that. Alright, so let's talk about this dry period I mentioned previously. Do you guys remember the gap between Cataclysm and Mists of Pandaria? I'll tell you one damn thing I know for sure, because I was one of the people who actually quit during this period of the game. Now the problem is, they generally have a fairly big gap between the expansions, and the raid lasts for about 5-6 months. For most people, people are happy raiding for 5 to 6 months, but at the end of those 5 to 6 months, people are probably puking sick of whatever raid they've been doing previously. Now, again, I will mention the same example that it wasn't so bad before LFR. Now, I'm not talking shit about LFR, it's very good for a lot of people, and I do it at the very beginning of the expansion just to get some gear, but it does kind of take away, you know, that epicness. Imagine, you know, you guys are working extremely hard for like 4 or 5 months just to get down Garrosh, and you finally get him. And let's say LFR isn't in the game, you kill him, you get this extreme feeling of excitement because you've had to push forward through all of that. With LFR, it's a lot simpler, and you can clear a full raid in just about 1 day. And considering they have determination, that's becoming easier and easier. The epic feeling has really lost just because of that. I feel myself that the last boss of a raid should not be able to be killed on LFR. Now, there's going to be a shitstorm in the comments, people are going to be disagreeing with me like fuck, but the reason I feel this way is there's just that extremely epic feeling. I remember the first time I ever downed Illidan Stormrage. It was one of my most epic WoW moments, and of course I could be looking back with jaded nostalgia goggles, or you could claim that, you know, it was BC. Everyone fucking loved BC. The game was fresher back then. Could argue that. I could totally see that side of the argument. But I don't think you can deny the fact that for most people, when they run a raid multiple times, and they do this for 5 or 6 months, that they're not going to be bored. That's just how it is. The more you do a raid, the more you see the content, the more forced you feel into a schedule, the more pissed off you're going to get at it. You go back into Siege, or even back in TOT, or Sunwell, or hell, ICC back in the day when you raided it. If you did that a ridiculous amount of times, you're just going to get bored. I've seen this happen to so many people. People just start falling off when they feel like they've experienced the content fully. They've figured out every nook and cranny of a raid. They've done all of the achievements to get the mounts. People just get bored. It's how it is. And I don't know a solution to this. I'm just putting this whole argument in front of you guys. I'm trying to see both sides. I'm playing devil's advocate. I'm trying to just really figure out why people are leaving, why you guys think people are leaving, why I think people are leaving, and kind of just putting myself in a position of seeing through someone else's eyes, as you guys can see through mine. But with that being said, I still think World of Warcraft is a good game. I really do. It has its faults, especially with this new cash shop shit, releasing a new cash shop mount every month for $25. I don't think that is appropriate, but Blizzard does whatever the fuck Blizzard wants. Ghostcrawler went to League of Legends. Yes, I like that, that's funny. Anyway, yeah. So, I just kind of wanted to put this video out here for you guys, just to get some new ideas out there. Figure out what you guys actually think in the comments. That's the main thing that really matters to me. I haven't really talked to you guys or had a discussion with you guys in a really long time, so if you have a contradicting opinion to mine, or you want to call me stupid, or, you know, you want to say, oh, your opinions are valid, or I agree with this opinion or disagree with that, I would really like to hear that. So, yeah. I will be putting out a Warlords of Draenor video soon, talking about why I exactly like that. And if you guys do like these discussion videos, the best thing you can do is throw me a like. That's it. If you want to see more, throw me a like, and we'll have some more bro talks. I like these, I always have. Anyway guys, it's been a while, sorry for not really uploading any videos. I just kind of have been bored with World of Warcraft. I think you guys kind of get that, but I will see you guys very soon. Peace out.